see no reason why it shouldn't be different from any other industry. So long as you are interacting between male and female, you must have passion, you must have interest in one or the other among yourself.
In Kannywood industry, there are artist celebrities that marry each other. Example, Najashi Jakara married from the industry. There is also late Rabilu Musa Ibro, may Allah forgive him. He marries many actresses. There is also Kumurchi who marries from the industry.
Then there are cases that some of these marriages, for combination of reasons, might have issues. There may be an issue on the basis of role expectation in the matrimonial home. Lady especially has challenging roles to perform. One, as housewife, the other to attend to her rigorous filming schedules. Sometimes the problem comes from the man, who would have an array of other women to deal with on location who might equally be married.
Say for example, there is one lady that got married some 10 or 15 years ago, I remember. They look at each other. There are a lot of gossiping, there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of expectations that this marriage will not last. Because they know the girl, she's a kind of person that she enjoys entertainment, she enjoys free life. So I don't think that marriage will last. I'm sure it's about 20 years ago. She is still in her matrimonial home.
In other times, the source of crisis has to do with command. I am a celebrity and you are. Who is in charge then?
One of the couple has to be ready to take orders from another. If either of them insists on his level, there is a problem. That is my opinion. Love relationship before marriage is always one thing. Marriage life is another. They need to understand this.
There are a number of issues that need to settle before contracting these marriages, only if they would continue to survive. But sometimes love supersedes any other thing.
Before you start talking about marriage, you should sit down and understand each other. If you understand, then I think whatever problem may come in, it could be minor and it is easy to solve.
People join the movie industry for different reasons. Some join for money. Some join to make nuns, while others come for women. In some cases, people see ladies in the film and decided to use whatever means to get them. My call on the people is that they should join the industry with good intentions. They should also get their parents' permissions and prayers.
Education is said to be the process of teaching and learning.
We are going to differently place.
The effectiveness of this process is often evaluated through examination. The purpose of this examination in any learning process is to assess and evaluate individuals for screening, promotion, selection and placement into appropriate positions of responsibility.
A child is sent to school to go and learn. And from the day of that learning process starts, there is a purpose. And the end purpose is the exam that we are talking about. And the purpose of that exam is to test the knowledge that has been acquired.
In Nigeria, the last few decades have witnessed an alarming rate of increasing incidents of examination malpractice at different learning stages, posing a serious threat to nation building. Many factors are attributed to this worrisome act.
some students engage in exam malpractice due to the high level of laziness. So many students nowadays don't like studying, like they take exam malpractice as a shortcut to success. They just take exam malpractice like a way that they don't have to study, they just use that cheat sheet, or let's say another way to just shortcut or bypass studying to just succeed in the exams.
The standard of education is perpetually declining actually. If you go to our classes, the classes are supposed to accommodate 40 students, you see more than 100 students condensed in it. This will not allow for proper class management by the teachers. And this must facilitate cheating among students during examinations.
Exam malpractice starts right from our homes, aided by parents who has disallowed school authority to do what needs to be done to prepare these children for what is ahead of them, which is what? Examination.
The consequences are also equally, pathetically multiple.
The management of various schools, especially the public school, have zero tolerance to examination malpractice. And if it is caught, it is punished. And merely by expelling the students.
Most students, after being expelled, are becoming anxious, guilty, shame, all sorts of negative thoughts. Because some students even find it difficult to even get back or enroll into another university. And it's even hard for them, it's even difficult for them to get even a job.
As much as we cry about the rate of unemployment in Nigeria, we must also be worried about the caliber of unemployable graduates our educational system is churning out. Large portion of them products of examination malpractice.
Through examination malpractice, those who become professionals in such field as health or medical field, engineering, the life of the public is at risk. Because you cannot expect an incompetent person dealing with public life to perform good. He may end up victimizing patients, killing them because of incompetence.
The dire emergency we have in the education sector, therefore, calls for serious action. And the problem must be owned by all of us, since it is the factory of our human capital reserve. Singa Market, Kano, a prominent and major central distribution and marketing point of foods and beverages. From this market, huge variety of packaged foods and drinks are being distributed to various selling points across the city of Kano, just as hundreds of trucks on daily basis leave the market for neighboring states. However, some few years back, Singa Market was suddenly thrown into crisis when apparently a contaminated food additive, otherwise known in Hausa as tanthami, believed to have been brought out from some stores in the market, found its way into many homes across the city of Kano. Consumed as an additive to fruit juice and other milk products, the substance left so many people hospitalized.
There is a case of tanthami who happened to be even escalated not only Singa Market, but others market we have in Kano, especially Rimi Market, Sabongari and others.
It's a concentrated chemical used to add in Rani. So mistakenly some people start selling it as what? Sweetener. It's not sweetener. So before you know it, this from the source, the case is escalating, people are buying. And then this is associated with cost, the current economic situation of the country. If the sugar, people that cannot afford sugar, They're now thinking that when they get sweetener, it will replace the sugar.
This devastation prompted swift action by the government of Kano State.
Measures was taken at that time is a government interfere into the issue, really, by coming into the market, following the news they had on radios, some of the Hausa radios here in Kano, and they make a very serious action on it by bursting into many stores where those enzymes we are stored in there. Then after all, the people arresting that engaging on the issue been taken to police station and later charged them to the court.
All efforts to have some of the victims recall the circumstance failed. However, authorities are putting all their strength in order to avert recurrence of the incidents in the future.
The current Commissioner of Ministry of Commerce come up with innovations trying to identify and register all the suppliers, manufacturers, distributors of businesses in Kano. That is one. Number two, the legislation is also trying to make the amendment of the existing laws in the state. Not only Consumer Protection Council, the public health entirely, the food inspection laws. From the Consumer Protection Council, we are happy that we now have all the power and privileges to inspect food and food-related items, to inspect the manufacturers, even the manufacturers, suppliers, dealers. We do store food on the containers or on the, they call it courier. The food items, we do inspect it there. Where we are suspecting, we do take it to laboratory for laboratory analysis.
The measures we take is we appoint somebody who happen to be a commander, a security in charge. It's an elected person, an elected personnel into the office at the same time that have to do with those issues. Anything that is contaminated, anything that is not good for people to consume, anything that is not proper for people to take to bring it into the market is answerable to that office.
No doubt in recent years, the increase in drug abuse in our society is a major source of concern.
Wato mun samu kanmu a wani yanayi na
A labaran namu za ku ji cewa gwamnatin jihar Kano ta amince da bayar da fiye da naira miliyan 200 a matsayin goron sallah ga alhazan jihar Kano. Gwamnatin jihar Kano ta nemi goyon bayan masarautun gargajiya domin cika alƙawuran yakin neman zaɓe. Sannan yayin da ake cikin bukukuwan babbar sallah, wani malamin addinin musulunci ya jaddada muhimmancin sadaukarwa ta fuskar ibada da tarbiyya. Assalamu alaikum, barkamu da kasancewa da ɗakin labarai na NTA Kano. Sunana Aminu Umar ga kuma cikakkun labaran. Gwamnan jihar Kano Abba Kabiru Yusuf ya sake jaddada kudurin gwamnatinsa na ci gaba da aiki kafada da kafada da masarautun gargajiya domin cika alƙawuran yakin neman zaɓe. Gwamnan ya bayyana hakan ne a lokacin da ya karbi bakuncin mai martaba sarkin Kano na 16 Muhammadu Sunusi na biyu a ziyarar girmamawar sallah da ya kai gidan gwamnati da ke nan Kano. Muhammad Ibrahim ya ba da rahoton cewa muhimman abubuwan da gwamnatin ta ba da fifiko a kai sun hada da inganta samar da ruwa, karfafa tsaro da kuma inganta jin daɗin al'ummar jihar Kano.
Fadar gwamnatin jihar Kano ta karbi bakoncin masarautar gargajiya, manyan jami'an gwamnati da abokan hulɗar siyasa yayin da mai martaba sarkin Kano na 16 Muhammadu Sunusi na biyu ya kai ziyarar gaisuwar sallah ga gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf. Ziyarar na cikin jerin ayyukan bikin babbar sallah kuma ta nuna dangantaka mai ɗorewa tsakanin masarautar Kano da gwamnatin jihar. Yayin da yake karɓar mai martaba sarkin da tawagarsa, gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf ya jaddada aniyar gwamnatinsa na ci gaba da haɗin gwiwa da masarautun gargajiya domin magance kalubalen da ke shafar al'ummar jihar.
A yau wannan gwamnati ta tsori ko kuma ta ƙudurin niyya in Allah ya yarda za mu tsaya tsayin daka mu tabbatar da cewa mun samar da ruwan sha ingantacce in Allah ya yarda a wannan ɗan lokacin da ya rage mana.
Mai martaba Muhammad Sunusi na biyu ya yaba wa gwamnan kan ayyukan ci gaban da ake gudanarwa a sassa daban-daban na jihar, musamman waɗanda suka shafi inganta ababen more rayuwa da hidimomin jama'a.
Muna yaba wa gwamnatin ka akan abubuwan da take yi, muna alfahari da ita.
Sarkin ya kuma ba wa gwamna tabbacin ci gaba da goyon baya da haɗin kan majalisar masarautar domin cimma alkawuran yakin neman zaɓe da manufofin ci gaban gwamnatinsa. Muhammad Ibrahim, labaran NTA.
A nan kuma gwamna Abba Kabiru Yusuf ya amince da fitar da fiye da naira miliyan 260 domin rabawa alhazan jihar Kano a matsayin goron sallah. Amirul Hajji na jihar Kano kuma sarkin gaya Alhaji Aliyu Abdulkadir ne ya bayyana hakan yayin da yake ganawa da alhazai a tantunansu da ke Amina a kasar Saudi Arabia. Abdullahi Mustapha na dauke da cigaban rahoton.
Kwamishinan
ɗauki muhimmin mataki a ɓangaren kiwon lafiya, yayin da kwamishinan lafiya na jihar Dr. Abubakar Labaran ya ƙaddamar da cibiyar aiki ta gaggawa domin yaƙi da cutar shan inna. Fatima Sunusi Karaye ta ba da rahoton cewa ana sa ran cibiyar ta taimaka wajen ƙara ƙarfin yaƙin rigakafi, sa ido da kan cututtuka da kuma kusanto da ingantaccen kiwon lafiya ga al'ummomi da ke karkara.
ke wakiltar shugaban kasa Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Kwamishinan lafiya na jihar Kano Dr. Abubakar Labaran ya kaddamar da cibiyar ayyukan gaggawa na yaƙi da shan inna a Kano a asibitin ƙwararru na Muhammadu Abdullahi Wasi a Nasarawa, tare da wani sabon cibiyar kiwon lafiya a matakin farko da aka inganta a gadon kaya a matsayin wani bangare na kokarin karfafa tsarin bada kiwon lafiya a fadin jihar. Ana sa ran cibiyar ayyukan gaggawa ta shan inna za ta inganta daidaita allurar rigakafi, sa ido kan cututtuka da kuma mayar da martani cikin gaggawa idan annoba ta barke, yayin da cibiyar kiwon lafiya a mataki na farko na gadon kayan ke da nufin kawo ingantaccen kiwon lafiya mai saukin samu kusa da al'umma da a mataki na farko.
Wannan nasara da kuma yawan abokan aiki da muke da su a jihar Kano, wanda kusan mun fi kowace jiha yawan abokan aiki, shine ya janyo gwamnatin tarayya ta duba cancantar a faɗaɗa wannan ɗaki, a buɗa shi, a ƙara masa girma, wanda shi ne abin da aka yi, wanda a yau ɗin nan cikin ikon Allah mun wakilci shugaban kasa Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu wajen kaddamar da wannan daki a wannan jiha ta Kano.
Masu ruwa da tsaki a bangaren lafiya sun ce waɗannan ayyuka suna nuna ƙudurin gwamnati na ci gaba da yaƙi da cutar shan inna tare da inganta lafiyar al'umma a ƙarƙashin shirin Renewed Hope Agenda na samar da kiwon lafiya ga kowa da kowa. Fatima Sanusi Karaye, labaran NTA.
Inda kuma za mu kawo muku rahoton kan cewa gwamnatin jihar Kano ko kuma gwamnan jihar Kano ya amince da fitar da fiye da naira miliyan 260 domin rabawa alhazan jihar Kano a matsayin goron sallah. Kuma amirul hajji na bana Alhaji Aliyu Abdulkadir wato sarkin Gaya ya bayyana hakan yayin da yake ganawa da mahajjatan jihar Kano a tantunan su da ke kasar Saudiya. Abdullahi Mustafa da ke tare da mahajjatan na dauke da wannan rahoton. sai break kenan yanzu ko?
Babu ba.
Me break ne?
kan bakoncin masarautar gargajiya, manyan jami'an gwamnati da abokan hulɗar siyasa yayin da mai martaba sarkin Kano na 16 Muhammadu Sunusi na 2 ya kai ziyarar gaisuwar sallah ga gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf. Ziyarar na cikin jerin ayyukan bikin babbar sallah kuma ta nuna dangantaka mai dorewa tsakanin masarautar Kano da gwamnatin jihar. Yayin da yake karɓar mai martaba sarkin da tawagarsa, gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf ya jaddada aniyar gwamnatinsa na ci gaba da haɗin gwiwa da masarautun gargajiya domin magance kalubalen da ke shafar al'ummar jihar.
A yau wannan gwamnati ta tsori ko kuma ta ƙudurin niyya in Allah ya yarda za mu tsaya tsayin daka mu tabbatar da
a serene environment for leisure, corporate retreats and schools excursion trips. Create unforgettable memories with family and friends at Portugal Resorts. Cozy, spacious rooms await the duration of your stay with us. Situated at Minjibur local government area along Gezawa axis, just a few minutes drive away from the bustles of Kano City. At Portugal Resorts, we don't just create fun memories, we deliver experience.
Wannan sallah wani abu mai muhimmanci na tafe gare
Maɗu don gudanar da bikin sallan da ba za a taɓa mantawa da shi ba. Akwai abubuwan nishaɗi, ban dariya, taron ɗan uwa da abokan arziki. Bikin sallah da babu kamar sa.
Mu haɗu a Ado Bayero Mall don more kwanakin sallah cike da nishaɗi.
Ku fito kwanku da ƙwarƙwatar ku.
Zuwa bikin sallah mai armashi.
Wasan sallar ya ƙunshi waƙe-waƙe, wasanni da kuma lashe kyaututtuka marasa adadi.
Mu kasance da ku a ranakun 29 zuwa ga 31 ga wannan wata na Mayu. Mawaƙan da za su ziyarci wannan taro akwai Ado Gwanja, Hamisu Breka, da Auta MG Boy da dai sauransu. Bikin sallah da Indomie a Ado Bayero Mall.
Barkanmu da dawowa kuma kuna tare da ɗakin labarai na NTA Kano. An buƙaci musulmi da su ci gaba da aiki da ɗabi'u na sadaukarwa, da'a da cikakken miƙa wuya ga umarnin Allah maɗaukakin sarki, kamar yadda annabi Ibrahim a.s. da ɗansa annabi Ismaila a.s. suka nuna. Wannan na kunshe a cikin hudubar juma'a da mataimakin limamin juma'a na NTA Kano, Ustaz Mahmud Sagir ya gabatar. Yau ce juma'a ta farko bayan bikin babbar sallah, inda hudubar juma'ar ta mayar da hankali kan darussan da ke cikin biyayya da annabi Ibrahim da ɗansa annabi Ismaila alaihi salam suka nuna. Liman Mahmud Sagir ya bayyana cewa bikin babbar sallar na tunatar da musulmi shirin annabi Ibrahim na sadaukarwa da ɗansa domin biyayya ga umarnin Allah da kuma cikakken imani da miƙa wuya da annabi Ismail ya nuna. Ya daddada buƙatar musulmi su guji sharrin shaidan tare da ci gaba da riko da darussan har kowane lokaci.
Ya kamata ka san cewa imani ba abu ne da ake wasa da shi ba. Dole sai ka fifita dukkan abin da Allah ya so da abin da manzon sa ya so kan dukkan abin da kake so. Duk dadin sa kuma duk buƙatar ka da wani abu.
Limamin ya kuma yi kira ga al'ummar musulmi da su ci gaba da tsayuwa tsantsan cikin ibada ta hanyar yawaita zikiri, yin addu'a, ibada da kuma ayyukan kwarai.
Zikiri yana sa zuciya ta zama mai rai, kamar yadda ya zo a hadisi manzon sallam yana cewa tsakanin bambancin misalin wanda yake ambatan Allah da wanda baya ambatan Allah misali ne kamar raye da matacci.
Ya kara da cewa babbar sallah ba wai lokaci ne na murna kadai ba, har ila yau lokaci ne na tunani, sadaukarwa da kuma sabunta alkawarin bin koyarwar addinin musulunci. Aminu Umar a labaran NTA.
A nan kuma duk da cewa ana sa ran ma'aikatan gwamnati su koma bakin aiki a yau bayan kammala hutun babbar sallah, yawancin ofisoshin gwamnati sun ci gaba da zama ba kowa sakamakon ci gaba da hutun da wasu ma'aikata ke yi. Amina Mahe da ta zagaya wasu ofisoshi a cikin birnin Kano ta hada mana wannan rahoto.
Ziyarar da aka kai wasu ma'aikatu na nuna karancin zirga-zirgar jama'a da motoci. Ana kyautata zaton cewa ma'aikata da dama sun yi tafiya zuwa garuruwansu domin gudanar da bukukuwan sallah tare da iyalansu da 'yan uwansu, lamarin da ya haddasa karancin halartar aiki da aka gani a yau. Ana sa ran ma'aikata za su ci gaba da dawowa bakin aiki a cikin kwanaki masu zuwa yayin da bukukuwan sallah ke gab da karewa. Amina Mahe a labaran NTA.
Sai kuma kanin labaran wasanni.
Club din Najeriya suna ci gaba da shirye-shiryen sabon zango na ƙwallon ƙafa. India na shirya wa muhimmin karawar ƙwallon cricket da Australia. Nike sun kada Cavaliers sun inda suka kai ga finals na NBA. Novak Djokovic na ci gaba da samun nasara a French Open.
Sai kuma hasashe kan yadda yanayi ka iya kasancewa a nan birnin Kano da ma wasu daga cikin biranen kasar nan gobe idan Allah ya kai mu. Sai kuma shawarar masananmu a yau inda take cewa tarbiyyar yara nauyi ne da ya rataya a wuyan kowa ba iyaye kadai ba. Ana kira ga kowa da ya bayar da gudunmuwarsa wajen gina al'umma ta gari. To labaran namu kenan, Allah sa damu da alkhairin sa. Aminu Umar ke cewa bisalam.
On the news tonight,
Kano State Governor approves more than 200 billion naira as gift to Kano State pilgrims. Kano State government solicits traditional institutions support to fulfill campaign promises. Plus, amid Eid al-Kabir spirit, a cleric emphasizes spiritual benefits of sacrifice. Good evening, and glad to have you join us on NTA Kano News. I am Elizabeth Gilalamido. Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to working closely with traditional institutions to deliver on its campaign promises. The governor made this known while receiving the Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, during a Salah homage visit to the government house in Kano. Muhammad Ibrahim reports that the administration's key priorities include improving water supply, strengthening security, and enhancing the welfare of residents across the state. Fatima Sanusi reports.
The government house in Kano hosted a gathering of traditional rulers, senior government officials, and political associates as the Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, paid a traditional Salah homage to Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. The visit formed part of activities marking the Eid al-Kabir celebrations and reflected the long-standing relationship between the Kano Emirate and the state government. Receiving the Emir and members of his entourage, Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf reiterated his administration's commitment to sustaining cooperation with traditional institutions in addressing challenges affecting the people of the state. The Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, commended the governor for ongoing developmental projects across the state, particularly efforts aimed at improving public infrastructure and social services. Muhammad Sanusi II further assured the governor of the Emirate Council's continued support and cooperation towards achieving the administration's campaign promises and developmental objectives.
Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has approved the release of more than 260 million naira for disbursement to Kano State pilgrims as Salah gifts. The state Amirul Hajj and Emir of Gaya, Ali Ibrahim Abdul Qadir, disclosed this while addressing pilgrims at the 10th city of Mina in Saudi Arabia. Abdullahi Mustafa has the details.
This is the Kano camp at the 10th city of Mina, Saudi Arabia. 3,616 pilgrims from the state have spent the 5 days of the Hajj exercise at the camp. Having completed the most significant components of the rituals, leader of Kano State Government Delegation and Amirul Hajj, Emir of Gaya, Ali Ibrahim Abdul Qadir, paid the pilgrims a Salah visit. While congratulating them for being part of the spiritual exercise, the Amirul Hajj commended their conduct before and after arriving in the Holy Land. As a gesture of support and appreciation, he announced the approval by Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of more than 260 million naira as Salah gift, with each pilgrim to receive 200 Saudi Riyal, equivalent to about 72,000 naira. He also assured the pilgrims that adequate arrangements have been made to ensure comfort throughout their remaining days in the kingdom. Special praise were also offered for sustained peace in Kano State and divine guidance for Nigeria's leaders. In Makkah, Saudi Arabia, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
Kano State has taken a major step in healthcare as Commissioner for Health Dr. Abubakar Labaran inaugurates the state's Polio Emergency Operations Center. Fatima Sanusi RIA reports that the project is expected to boost immunization, disease surveillance, and bring quality healthcare closer to local communities. The report.
representing the President, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. The Kano State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abubakar Labaran, has commissioned the Kano Polio Emergency Operations Center at Muhammad Abdullahi Wasi Specialist Hospital, alongside a newly upgraded primary healthcare center at Gadankaya as part of efforts to strengthen healthcare delivery across the state. The Polio Emergency Operations Center is expected to improve immunization, coordination, disease surveillance, and emergency outbreak response, while the Gadankaya Primary Healthcare Facility is aimed at bringing quality and accessible healthcare service closer to residents at the grassroots.
It's an expansion of what we used to have. Initially, it's a building that was developed in 2013 as a result of, because of the need Kano State had for emergency operations center, and it was the first emergency operations center that was developed in the whole country. The federal government reassessed the situation and saw the need to expand the EOC.
Health stakeholders say the project reflects government's commitment to sustaining the fight against polio and improving public health under the renewed hope agenda of health for all. In Kano, Fatima Sanusi Garai, NTA News.
You're watching the news from NTA Kano. Do stay with us for more reports right after this time out.
This is Portugal Resort, where fun meets serenity and adventure meets relaxation. A serene environment for leisure, corporate retreats and schools excursion trips. Great unforgettable memories with family and friends at Portugal Resort. Cozy, spacious rooms await the duration of your stay with us. Situated at Minjibur local government area along Gezawa axis, just a few minutes drive away from the bustles of Kano City. At Portugal Resort, we don't just create fun memories, we deliver experience.
To uphold the virtues of sacrifice, obedience, and total submission to the will of Almighty Allah, as demonstrated by Prophet Ibrahim and his son, Prophet Ishmael. This was the message contained in a Friday sermon delivered by the Deputy Chief Imam of NTA Kano, Ustaz Mahmoud Sagir. Aminu Umar has more on the lessons of the khutbah.
It is the first Friday after Eid al-Kabir, and the sermon reflects on the lessons of sacrifice and obedience exhibited by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son Ismail alayhi salam. Imam Mahmoud Sagir says the Eid al-Kabir celebration serves as a reminder of Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son in obedience to Allah's command, as well as unwavering faith and submission shown by Prophet Ismail alayhi salam. He emphasized the need for Muslims to resist the temptations and avoid the influence of the devil, while sustaining the lessons of the festival beyond the celebration. The Imam also called on the faithful to remain steadfast in acts of worship through constant remembrance of Allah, supplication, devotion, and righteous living. He noted that Eid al-Kabir is not only a period of celebration, but also a time of reflection, sacrifice, and renewed commitment to the teachings of Islam. In Kano, Aminu Umar, NTA News.
Although civil servants were scheduled to return to work today following the Eid al-Adha holidays, government offices remain largely deserted as many employees are still away on holiday. Amina Mahi, who went around some offices in Kano, filed in this report.
A visit to several ministries and public offices revealed empty corridors and scanty attendance, with little or no official activities taking place. Many civil servants are believed to have traveled to celebrate the Salah festivities with their families and loved ones in different parts of the country, leading to the poor turnout witnessed today. The quiet atmosphere observed in most offices suggests that many workers may return in the coming days as its celebrations gradually wind down. In Kano, Amina Mahe, NTA News.
And next is the happenings in the world of sport as compiled by our sports correspondent.
Nigerian clubs step up preparations for new football season. India prepares for a crucial cricket showdown against Australia. Nike sweep Cavaliers to reach NBA Finals. Novak Djokovic advances confidently at French Open.
And that's about the size of our bulletin for tonight. Do have a pleasant evening, stay safe, and happy Eid celebrations.